Hi, and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick.
And my name is Chris. And Nick, what do we got in store today?
Today, Chris, we are taking a cheeky look at Stellar Lumens again. And this time, I believe you've gone ahead and made a cheeky purchase.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yes, you
Yes, I
have.
have.
And you're going to kind of explain why we've made a cheeky purchase into XLM, even at these particular rates. So
Yep.
guys, if you find this useful, then do go ahead and smash that like button for Chris. He really appreciates it. And I really appreciate it too. And if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Chris, shall we jump on over to CoinMarketCap, review the current situation for Stellar, have a look at the seller's chart, and then dive into just why you've made a cheeky purchase of XLM?
Yeah, let's do it, Nick.
Right, here we are on CoinMarketCap, and from here we can see we have a market capitalization of $561 billion. We have a trading volume of 94 billion, and Bitcoin's dominance is at 63.4%. Now, if we just dive down here, we can see that Stellar has not fared too well today, negative 4.8%, Chris. So a bit of a red day, so fantastic buying opportunities. And as you always say, Chris,
Buy that fear.
buy that
Buy
fear.
that fear. Only my opinion, though, right?
Only your opinion. And of course, everything on these channels is our opinions and not financial advice. And it should not be used as financial advice. And all that good stuff. But let's have a look at Stellar, right? So Stellar here, or XLM, is trading at 16.9 cents, negative 4.8%. The market cap is at $3.6 billion, trading volume $523 million. And the circulating supply is 21.7 billion XLM, 50 billion total supply. And so we just scoot down here, we can see the all-time high is 93 cents. That was the 4th of January 2018. So we know that there's still a lot of room between where it was and where it is today. So let's have a look, Chris, at the charts for Stellar. Now, this is one that we were looking at just yesterday, where it was a very different story, where we actually saw a high yesterday of I believe 17.8 cents, right on this line here, if you will, of resistance. And so that basically had lots of sellers triggered. And they were selling off today, which has obviously seen that 4.8% drop, right? And one other thing I'm just going to point out is there's always these kind of traps that you can see. When it comes to trend lines, they don't always go exactly as you might expect them to, right? So we had this downward trend, Chris, on the daily here, where yesterday we actually broke through that, and therefore less experienced traders might think that as a bullish move. We've broken the trend. Let's go and buy, only to actually see a very steep red candle today. So always pay attention to your supports and resistances, as well as your trends up and down, because sometimes you can find yourself in a situation just like this one, where it's a bit of a trap. I think they call it a bull trap, trying to get you in there, and before you know it, the bears have pulled you back down. That being said, though, we have seen today a lower low, a higher low than we had in previous, right? So that's actually also a bullish tail. So we're going to see if we can approach and see if we can have another attempt against this resistance. And I think it's a pretty good sign that we will be going upwards. And on here, as we were speaking about yesterday as well, we can see this area here, this 50% retracement level, has been tested a few times. Okay, so I think the testing has been done, and hopefully we've seen the bottom for XLM, and we should start to recover into this section. There's a couple of areas of resistance, so as we had the 17.5 cent and the 18.4 cent, let's see if we can just get through those and move on upwards. We obviously have a few areas of resistance as well. We have the 78% retracement, and we have the 20.3 cent resistance as well to get through. So there's still quite a lot of work to happen with Stellar, but a day like today, Chris, where we have that red candle, is a fantastic opportunity to go ahead and buy. So let's go into, Chris, the reasons why you made a cheeky purchase.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there's been so much news, particularly around the CBDCs. We've had the German bank come out, and I think there was another bank as well. I know you've got the details, so maybe we want to walk through some of those.
Yeah, so I've just pulled up the German legacy bank that turns to Stellar to issue the Euro stablecoins. This is something we spoke about a few days ago, and it's absolutely fantastic news. The main takeaway here is it's not an official, I guess, Euro stablecoin. It's a tokenized version, right? So it's talking about more. I guess what we really understand is tokenization using Stellar, right? Which is absolutely fantastic because it means you can move ahead tokenizing many other things, not just a euro, right? So really interesting stuff here with these particular guys because these are a very old bank in Germany. The BDNH, I will murder the name, so I won't try and do that again. But they basically launched the Euro B stablecoin on the Stellar network. And it's fantastic news, and it makes it. There's a lot of people, I guess, choosing Stellar, aren't there, currently? And so it's fantastic to see this German legacy bank choosing Stellar to issue the stablecoin. So that's obviously one big tick there for Stellar. But also we had this news, Chris, which is Thailand's largest bank that snubs Ripple and selects Stellar-based blockchain for cross-border remittances. And this one was obviously flagged to us in the stream earlier. We'll ignore the fact that it's a bit of a dig on Ripple there. But Thailand's oldest bank, Siam, the commercial bank, or SCB, is set to open a new cross-border remittance corridor in partnership with Lightnet, a fintech company that uses Stellar blockchain. Right, so SCB, sorry if I can get my letters out, says the partnership opens the door to more efficient cross-border fund transfers from South Korea and Thailand. So this is absolutely massive, right? And the vice president adds, we expect that the new service model will help raise the service experience bar for seamless cross-border transfers for our customers and serve the growing demand for better cross-border remittances. So, absolutely bullish, I guess, on, multiple businesses utilizing XLM. And it's not the first few that we've seen here, Chris, is it either? We've also seen Akon and his project utilizing Stellar as well. There's a lot going on in the background for Stellar and, led by a fantastic team.
Yeah, so you've got your fantastic team, which you just mentioned. Grayscale are also institutional investors are coming in. They're purchasing XLM as well. I just think there's so much going on, and I think it's outperformed a lot of other projects. Can't remember words out. Projects. And you're talking hundreds of percent. Yeah, 240 something percent, if I remember, correctly. Some of those other projects, and then we've, got the potential breakout, which we discussed. I think it was yesterday on the channel as well. So, there's lots going on. Yeah, so there's lots going on, and I also look at the price of the token, and I still think that it's undervalued. When I compare it, against something like XRP, which I still think is undervalued, but we bought it at such low prices, and I'm now looking at Stellar and I'm like, yeah, I still think it's undervalued. You got the halving of the market cap as well.
Well, not the market cap, but of the total supply, yeah.
Total supply, yeah. So for me, like all of this stuff, all bundled into to one product, I think is just immense. So that's why I'm investing some more into Stellar. Obviously, I was previously invested, and I got it at a really good price. But yeah, I was happy to go back into the market and purchase some more.
Fantastic. And what I'm going to do, guys, is just going to hop back over here to the chart so I can just see what I think might actually happen. So I'm just going to pull on here and draw out a Elliott wave. So get an idea, right? I think from here we might end up coming to this section. That there, come down to here for a day, maybe come up to this level, hop down to here, maybe we'll end up to this section, right? So we can see a bit of like a 1, 2, 3, a way up into this area. And that's being said, it wouldn't necessarily look exactly like that, but there's definitely a clear path of a way out of the current location that we're in, and we can some clear signs here of areas of resistance and support to be monitoring and watching. So really interesting on that. But as Chris was alluding to, and as the article of a 40% area of target, if I pull up and get an arrow up for you guys, we move in from this area to here, for example. We then come back down from there to there, for example. We move up to the next level, which would be about there. We come back down, small retrace, might be a little bit lower. We then hop on up to here, bounce on down from a retesting perspective. Maybe we come all the way to this point, and then we shoot off up, right? And then we look at those kind of areas of 40%. We're talking about 23 cents. So that's the first area on this retrace level. It's about there, guys. So there's significant growth happening in Stellar. So really interested to see if this plays out in this kind of short-term pattern. Obviously, we don't generally mind too much about the short-term stuff. 23 cents isn't exactly our end goal by any stretch of the imagination. If I actually pull that down to 23 cents, I would have far too high. It's going to be that zone there. Sorry, yeah. So we could easily see a move to the 23 cents happening. So it's not a stretch. It's not out of the realm of possibility in the shorter term. Longer term, I think we're in this for a fair few years, Chris. And at these prices, we'll just continue to add into the bag. There's no point in when these opportunities presenting themselves, so that we have the means to do so, then we should be taking advantage.
Yeah, like I say, buy the fear is sort of my motto. So when people are selling and they're fearful in the market, that's when I'm at my most bullish, right? I'm buying it up. I love red days in the market. They're my favorite. I enjoy them more than the green days, even though I'm more wealthy on a green day. This is just my psychology, I guess, in the markets. But I caveat that with make sure you do your own research, look into these projects yourselves, and just because something's red, I don't mean just go out and buy it, right? Like, you need to know what it is that you're buying, and you shouldn't listen to us or anybody else. You should make your own decisions based on your own research.
Absolutely, we are not financial advisors, and everything in these videos are our opinion, and we do, as always, recommend that you do your own research and dig deep. Never just pay attention to anybody on YouTube or anyone writing anything anywhere. Do your research, use official and verified sources, and good luck to everyone. I think it's a fantastic project, but you do your research and dig in deep, and there's some good stuff to come. So as always, guys, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. The whole Cheeky Crypto community really appreciates it. And as always, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with that being said, we hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, take care, everyone.